Well, Donald Trump has just made a statement saying that the presidency was taken away from Joe Biden, or the opportunity to be for a second term was taken away from Joe Biden, from his own friends, Kamala, Obama's, etc. Let's watch the clip because there's something that we need to talk about.
The presidency was taken away from Joe Biden, and I'm no Biden fan, but I'll tell you what, from a constitutional standpoint, from any standpoint you look at, they took the presidency away. And people were saying he lost after the debate. He couldn't win. Well, I don't know that that's true necessarily. But whether he could win or he couldn't win, he had the right to run. And they took it away. They said they're going to use the 25th Amendment. They're going to hit you hard. Either we can do it the nice. I know exactly because I know a lot of people on the other side, believe it or not. And they said, we'll do it the nice way or we'll do it the hard way. And he said, all right. So they've really taken, what they've done is pretty incredible.
Now, in many ways, you remember that one of the most interesting videos, to say the least, I'm going to say that it was interesting, was that video that I made about the signature, all the inconsistencies of the signature of that document that just popped up on Joe Biden's Twitter account that he was dropping out of the presidential race. Not giving any reason whatsoever, just saying that, well, it was time to let fresher generations do their thing, even if he, in that letter, made sure to state that he had a great run as president. So it was a bit of a dissonance in there, in which Biden claiming that, hey, everything has been going great in these 4 years, but I will not be running again. That was the first dissonance. The second one was that he made this written statement, without the letterhead of the White House, or no official letterhead. And the backing Kamala happened just 1 hour later on his account. It was totally strange. Why didn't he do it simultaneously in the same statement? This has been all over the place. Again, we know I made a video of all these strange happenings that we have gone through since July 13, which was the assassination attempt on President Trump. And of course, a few weeks before that with the debate, which went so wrong. Again, I ask that question. Do you think the debate was on purpose to get Biden out of the race? I've seen so many things, especially the fact that they picked Kamala, in the sense that everybody's saying that Kamala is the less democratic candidate that you can have, because nobody has voted for her at any point. Then how could that be possible? How can they prop her up that way after, being named the border czar? And you see all this push of the mainstream media to try to whitewash is the word, to all that she has done or not done, could I say, at least in the border, because you know that immigration is one of my favorite topics, and the things that are happening in the world, both in the USA, both in the UK, in France, Germany, Sweden. We have this thing that it's like a massive plan for a replacement, but you know that those kind of wars are delicate. And even Donald Trump right now is saying that he's no Biden fan, but Joe Biden had the right to run for president again, because there's also the lies that Biden was in full form just barely days before he dropped out of the race. And he said repeatedly, just 1 week before he dropped out of, even if he was the one who dropped out or he was dropped out, he said himself that he was in perfect shape and he was going to beat Donald Trump another time, again, after beating him in 2020, But it's so strange, the development of events. And I also stress the fact that I'm pretty sure many people did not expect Donald Trump to exist in this timeline. Again, these are not conspiracies. You know, all the inconsistencies that have been uncovered on the investigation. Dan Bongino did a great breakdown of the assassination attempt on President Trump. And we have all this footage. We have all this sound analysis. Was more than one shooter. And we have this cover up both by the Secret Service and other agencies. But seems that they don't want the truth to be told. But either way, we exist in a current universe in which Donald Trump is facing Kamala Harris. And again, I try to be unbiased about these topics. You know that I come from Venezuela, and there are many lies, by the way, being told about Venezuela. It was Alex Jones who interviewed a totally biased dude about Venezuela, and all that he spewed were lies. Now, always it's the United States that wants to control Venezuela. And in fact, he even said that the Venezuelan government is worried about its people. And the Venezuelan government taps into the resources of the country to, benefit its citizens when it is alive, because that's why Venezuelans are fleeing the country. Not to mention that I haven't addressed this, but in Colorado, especially in Denver, there is the reports that they have the Tren de Aragua. Tren de Aragua is a gang, a Venezuelan gang that I am not proud of speaking of Venezuelan exports this way. But these guys make the Cartel of Sinaloa look like the Care Bears, all right? So who let them in? Because it's very nice for Maduro to just export this and make this a U.S. problem. All of this happening, all this time, the Democrats thought that they were going to have it easy on November. And so far, I want to warn you, again, it's like that meme of Bernie Sanders. I'm once again asking you to do not take November for granted. Again, I know I'm being biased, but I cannot imagine one more left-leaning couple than Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. That is like they are going all out left, socialist, communist, call it what you want. I know where I come from, and this absolutely sounds, whatever is Kamala Harris doing right now and who she picked, that I have other ideas for further videos, this is not good. This is a nuclear train, just blasting. Even if you are a moderate left wing, you will be crushed. So I hope, I know that in that sense I'm not wrong, but I hope that the United States can, become again what it once was. And I'm sure that I can give you my experience, and I will do my best to give you the tools to, sort out these kind of things. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy. Much love and bliss.